For real though. That actually means beautiful mountain. That's pretty cool. Annabelle, are you a beautiful mountain? Does Tanner call you that? He should.
No.
Mont Belmont.
Oui.
No, would it be Ma Belmont? It's feminine.
I guess. Yeah. I don't know what Mont is.
Ma Mont Belle Mountain. My beautiful mountain.
Yeah. Wow. That's pretty nice.
That was my mom's nickname for my brother and I. Not little mountain.
Belmont?
No, it was sorry, it was Mon Champignon or something like that.
That means mushroom.
Mushroom. It was my little mushroom, Petit Champignon.
Yeah. Oh, it's because you're a fun guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
and that leads us into the intro, right?
Today's sponsor, mushrooms. Oh wait.
Right, Daniel?
let's cut this part out.
Yeah, this is the music part.
Take a break.
Music.
Yeah, hey everybody, welcome to the podcast. I'm someone else.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, today
What'd you say?
we have
Sorry.
a podcast virgin. Tanner, would you like to introduce her?
Yes, this is Anthony Belmont. First of her name. You don't have to give your real name if you don't want to.
Just did.
Don't give your last name. Don't let people look you up. So it's Anthony Belmont III.
What are they looking up?
Her real name. If you want to introduce yourself.
Into
Annabelle.
What's your last name?
Don't say it. Whatever you do.
Secret.
There you go. Trained you well.
It's Belmont. Shoot, sorry.
Annabelle Belmont.
Yeah.
Didn't you just go by Anna Belmont at that point?
Well, that's why her name's actually Anthony Belmont. I'm Alex.
I mean, Tanner, they know your name, so they could figure out who Annabelle is.
How could they do that?
Are you two not posted online together anywhere?
I'm sure we are. But it doesn't, I mean.
Tanner, let's be honest here. How many women do you talk to regularly?
Just talking to my.
I was like one. Well, two.
Also two dogs.
I talk to my dogs.
Okay.
Well, this is a big deal because we've been waiting to get her on the podcast for about a year now since we had that big announcement episode.
Yeah.
It was so big of an announcement. The episode is called Tanner's Big Announcement.
It happened probably a year ago because, I mean, our anniversary, or 1 year anniversary was 5 days ago.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
One
Yeah.
now.
You remember the time, Alex? You remember you guys?
Weren't you like freaking out about? What are you talking about, like the dinner? Because I remember.
Oh, that was the 3rd of July.
Okay.
The date that we had though was the week after.
What did you guys do? I thought you
French onion soup.
French onion soup.
Okay, that's what I.
French onion soup and chill.
Yeah, classic combo. Yeah. Esteemed memories.
Yeah, right, Annabelle?
Yeah.
So, Tanner, do you have a bigger announcement for this episode?
Okay, so
Can you
today's
one-up yourself?
announcement.
Yeah.
I guess I could talk about what happened. I didn't tell you guys this last time, but I'm involved in UPS's hackathon. I might have, but was it on the podcast? I think it was.
I don't think you brought
I
it
I
up.
don't think so.
Okay, so UPS's hackathon started today,
That's cool.
Wednesday. It ends Friday at like 9 in the morning, or that's when the coding's done. And 10 o'clock is presentations, and 1 p.m. is like they'll give out the rewards and whatnot. So basically they have a bunch of sponsors like IBM and Google will do some presentations, and like IBM's like use IBM's Einstein Analytics software to solve some UPS problem or something like that. They'll have sponsor challenges like that. However, you know how my mom works at UPS. She was able to ask around her division and found us, a person that just needed some assistance in automation. And so my team has been helping him. We've been on calls with him all day, and it's been actually really cool to help him compared to my my regular job. This was just a really nice change of pace where I was like, we're actually helping him save time and money, presumably.
And lives.
but not live, but like
Oh, okay.
yeah. So like it was really fun. We're working on a solution for him, like a software that's just gonna have like a leave a mark on UPS and hopefully be installed on some computers. So that's what we're working toward. It's basically like a tool that kind of you import an Excel document and then you can. I know this sounds kind of stupid. Maybe exists, but it'll export like a. You know how you can filter lists in Excel, kind of if you do the data filter. Basically, what he was doing is he was mainly doing that and like cropping some of the information out, so that he could add it back into one of UPS Capital's new cadence softwares, which are like to measure sales performance. So basically, it was just a painstaking process to manually sort and filter the data in Excel. So we're just helping him out with that by making like a modular like GUI and just have a little like what do you want to sort by, da 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 da, just to help him out. Yeah, a little executable file. So I think that'd be pretty cool. And so yeah, it is pretty cool to just interact around the business and solve that. So that's what I was doing today. So I've been on calls since like 8:30. Yeah, so it's pretty awesome. They're in New Jersey, my other team members.
Alex, any big accomplishments?
I don't know about that one.
Okay.
Pass. Annabelle.
Big accomplishment.
News.
What did you do today? You want to talk about work? Want to tell
Yeah,
the whole...
well, I've been working on a rocket for my internship, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, we're building a rocket for the Air Force.
You've already given away
Allowed to
too
talk
much
about this?
information.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
classified. That's classified.
That's neat. What part of the rocket are you working on?
The structures. So I do all the physics and analysis on parts that are going inside the vehicle.
That's really cool.
And then, yeah, they're going to launch it from a plane.
Ooh,
So this is just like, it's one of the test rockets, basically.
That's cool. Is it like air to air or is it air to ground or something?
It's not a missile.
Wait, she said rocket?
Yeah.
Well,
but it's unmanned, right?
yeah, it's unmanned.
Unmanned. It's like a
We're
exploration.
launching it into the ocean, basically, for the tests. And then we give it.
Wait, is it like a
You could just
military
launch it into the ocean.
Yeah.
rocket? Or is it like a... It's like a... No, okay, never mind.
It's not an explosive.
It's
not
okay.
It's not a weapon.
Yeah.
It's not like...
Yet.
So what's the purpose of it? Is it like a transport, like send stuff to the ISS? Or...
It's going to try and hit your house eventually, I think.
Oh no, it'll be a weapon.
Wait, actually?
Yeah.
So I thought it was like a big thing. Not like missile sized.
Well, I don't know what they're going to use it for. But it's like 23 feet long.
Yeah, that seems too big to be a missile, right?
It's pretty big.
I mean, it's probably just really
freaking huge missile.
Explosive. I mean, to take out your house, I mean, you need big missile. This is actually Annabelle's pet project. She's like,
Yeah, but
so
I was working on the self-destruct for it. So the box that protects the self-destruct, so it doesn't self-destruct.
What kind of like physics and all that? Like,
so
that's a bad question.
Rocket science.
That free body diagrams.
Deformable bodies.
I did a free trajectory. You know the basics. Y equals mx plus b.
Yeah. What did you do today, Annabelle? Like just today?
I wrote a 26-page report.
On use cases.
On that box that protects the self-destruct.
How do you find 26 pages to write about one box?
It's got images and stuff.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, it's three pages of text. One of them is a title page. Another is a
terrible.
And then it's like this is a metal box. That's all the
Yes.
Yeah. Nice.
Well,
Yeah.
So Alex,
you go ahead.
No, I had nothing important to say. Believe me.
Me neither. But I was just gonna say, Alex, you're just taking phone calls all day. That's what you're.
I'm not. No, I'm not even doing that.
Not even that.
I edit documents.
Oh.
The end. They're about roads and they're about like stuff, but that's all I do.
Do you edit them like for grammar or?
I mean, no. I mean, it's more than that. But
Do you do any math, or do you just read them over and?
Tanner, there's no math in civil engineering.
no.
Okay.
I mean, like the only math
Soil. Certain soil has different density. Tell me that's not math.
tech, man. Yeah. No. The most math I've done, I think, has been I multiplied a number by 2 today. That was the most math.
Yeah, like you think I'm joking, but like
Did you use
especially
a
transportation engineering, there's like not a lot of
It's more like the
complicated math.
logistics and like the how is this going to affect everybody kind of thing. Yeah, there's not a lot of math. At least
So is it
what I'm
it's
doing.
the mapping of the roads?
It's like a lot of what we do is like redesigning roads because it's like in like lane expansion and all that, because like the roads have kind of already been built. Like it's not like we're in some third world country where there are no roads anywhere. So it's mostly just like existing roads, and then you like make them bigger, or maybe a bridge needs to be repaired or something like that.
What about like interchanges? That stuff too.
Oh yeah, there's one of those projects going on right now. So yeah, but I'm not really doing any of the high level stuff.
Oh.
As one.
You read about the high level stuff.
I do, yes. So yeah, that's what I do.
Okay. Are you disappointed?
I mean, I don't think it's like, I think it'd be impossible. Well, like in this position, like I don't think I could have done like much more to be like, okay, like I would have to be like extremely, extremely more qualified than most college students, I think, to be like actually working on stuff.
And
right
you're
now.
remote, right?
Yeah.
It makes
That
it hard to
doesn't
get the
help.
most out of the internship.
Yeah. Oh well.
Let's get back to the rocket.
Yeah.
What's
let's get
really-
about-
That's cool.
What's the use case? Are we trying to blow Osama
I don't
bin
know,
Laden
they
again?
don't-
Who are you blowing
They-
up?
I'm not allowed to know this.
It's
Okay,
too
well-
high level.
Annabelle, what are your top 3 locations that you'd want to send a missile to?
No, I'm not answering.
You, Annabelle, you have to have some like supervisor who works for the Air Force. Could you pull them into this call? Is that do
Yeah, can you get like
we get an interview?
No, no one in my company works for the Air Force.
They're
They're just-
contracted by
yeah.
the Air Force.
Yeah, but
They have
Okay.
this project that they need us to do, so we build them 5 rockets.
Yeah, but you still talk. One of them is talking to someone from the Air Force
Yes, the chief engineer.
somewhere in the chain.
actually, I think what's happening is
somebody.
Annabelle's company is going to like put the missile on Amazon, and then they're going to be like, okay,
Jeff
you can,
Bezos.
buy it. You can get it
Jeff
right
Bezos.
now, and then
I'm gonna
like,
dig it up from the ocean.
yeah,
And then Tanner's got to bring his UPS truck and drive it over.
on the roads that I built. Wow,
You
it's
think
a team
Jeff
effort.
Bezos has the power to buy like nukes and whatnot and start his own like nuclear state where he can threaten people with world domination? Do you think he's got that power yet?
He has a lot of money. I feel like I don't think.
Do you think he's got like I can buy nuclear warheads money?
Well, what's the price? What's the going rate on Amazon?
Annabelle.
Yeah, what's the price? Let's take the price
Do
on
they
it.
offer Prime 2-day shipping?
They send it there really
Missiles
fast.
are actually faster than that. Yeah.
Usually they get there in about a day.
If
Depending
you
on-
order it,
Yeah.
if you order it, it just detonates on your house. Yikes. That's not fun. Tanner,
Yeah.
what would be your top 3 locations?
My thought: number 1, Islamabad. Number 2, Kabul. Number 3, I'm out of Middle Eastern cities. This is
These
the
are
only-
kind of racist.
Not in the Middle East.
What?
Yeah,
What'd you say?
They're not in the Middle East. One's in Pakistan, which is South Asia, and Kabul is in Central Asia.
Okay, tell me
Geography.
Afghanistan is in the Middle East.
It's not really.
What?
It's more like Central Asia. It's like really close, but Iran is technically not in the Middle East either, I think. But it's like really close. Anyway, it's
Your middle is my middle. You know, it's
Yeah, well, it depends on where
it
you're
depends
looking.
where you are in the world. Like as you get closer to Europe, the Middle East becomes China.
Exactly.
When you're in China, it's like Fresno. So
Exactly.
it's pretty cool.
Okay, so favorite Middle Eastern cities. Where's the Middle East? Cairo.
You're gonna blow up Egypt?
No, just Cairo. That's
That's where the pyramids are, though.
where the pyramids. I'm taking out each pyramid. One nuke for each pyramid. Final answer. Lock it in. It's time to see those babies rot. Boom, boom, boom. Knock them out. That's my answer.
Yeah.
All right,
cool.
Alex. You have three. You have three nukes. What are you taking out? Go. This is a nice icebreaker for like speed dating. Well, I didn't ask you. I asked Alex. You can't tell us what you're gonna do with them, or else you'll get fired.
Yeah, we're just regular old civilians.
Yeah,
I'd find like a mountain range that's kind of shaped like, got some concave shape when you look from above, and then just like in the middle of the desert, and like put two like here and then one right here, so I can make a smiley face in the desert with the craters and the mountains. Be a nice wholesome nuke.
Just trying to send a message.
Genius.
It
Life-
wasn't about.
It's actually
about the
one of our one of today's sponsors is the Life is Good, where they have like that smiling dude. So that's how I
Shout out to the Life is Good for making high quality products for low quality prices.
We have a real sponsor. That's the thing.
Oh, two, really? What's a real?
And you two read the ad every episode.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Oh.
it's the one we recorded. You don't remember?
Yes.
We'll
So-
recreate it. So Tanner, you started.
Oh boy, I wish I knew how to create a high quality podcast on a premium subscription platform.
Okay, Blake's not here, so we'll just skip to Alex's part. So just Alex, go ahead.
Alex, what do you say?
Me too. If only there was some way to do this. Daniel, do you know of one?
Alex, you're supposed to read the
Tanner, do you know
You guys
of one?
not remember the ad that you
Annabelle?
did?
No, I did. This was
Well,
like
I'll have to rewind. Let me rewind a few minutes in the podcast and I'll listen to it again to generate the Experience Podcast 1 additional cent in revenue. Let's go. I say something.
Anyway.
G is the first line. Right? What is it, Daniel? Do you remember?
For what? The ad?
Yeah.
You started, Tanner.
Or what do I say? I mean, I think the audience already knows what happened in the ad because that happened, 8 minutes ago, probably.
18. Okay.
Really? We've been recording for 18
It
minutes?
says it at the top
Time
left.
flies with Anthony Belmont.
Anthony Belmont. Okay, well, mine doesn't say. Mine says 23 minutes. But
That's how long we've been on the Skype call.
So, okay. So
Yeah,
18
that's-
minutes ago, audience, I don't have the capacity to remember that live ad read we did. Maybe Daniel can fill in the blanks. Daniel, what did I say?
Let's see. Do we still have the ad?
When was the last time you listened to the ad? When was the last time you listened to the show, Daniel?
When I edit every single one?
Fake fan alert.
When I have to put them together? Actually, I just edited an episode for next week. Like, just before we started.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Well,
You'll find out next week.
so technically, by the time this episode comes out, it will have come out 2 weeks ago. But in the time that we're recording it, it's coming out in 1 week. So,
Wow, that was confusing and not in whatever way made clear by you moving your hands around.
of course. So the episode has Elizabeth and Madeline
Madeline Albright?
Sednar.
Oh, I thought it was Madeline Albright. You know, the former United States Secretary of State.
We did not get her. We got just
Isn't she
just
dead?
Maddie.
She might be dead.
So, Maddie talked about she's
Yeah, she
looking
did.
through her
Died.
classes and stuff. So she broke her arm. So that was that episode. And obviously this is this one. So I'll listen to this one in a week and a half probably when I edit it.
Mhm.
We're a little ahead. This is the August 4th episode. So,
Wow.
Annabelle, tell us how the rocket went.
Yes. I assume you launched the rocket by now, or maybe what? Is it a December release?
No, next year.
When next year?
We're building it at the moment. So, yeah, I'm going into work. So we wear masks. And try to stay away from each other. Yeah, they're building it up,
That's really cool.
Is that really an essential job?
We're not in Atlanta.
So,
We're like just
weapons of
outside,
mass
so-
destruction. Is building weapons of mass destruction allegedly? Is
Yeah,
that
I don't
really?
actually know if
is
that's
that-
what it's used for.
It can't be. Why would you? Well, why are you building 5?
Maybe
That's
that's something that
that's the
should-
part that's got
No,
me like
there's
sketched
like
out.
4 tests that
Oh,
get
4
launched
tests.
into the.
Okay. But I mean, it's got to be one rocket. It's got to be have a.
Because you
use.
can't just like build one and then expect it to work.
Yeah, you can.
No,
Just
you
build it right the
can't.
first time.
There's so much uncertainty.
Like what? Do the math. Isn't that what nerds do?
Don't you?
What are they paying you for?
Yeah, but like, if you imagine like 5,000ths off, and then they add up, so like every little mistake adds up, even if it's tiny.
You better not be nukes. You better not be like
I don't know if they are.
privatizing nuclear warfare.
Jeff Bezos.
My girlfriend's got a pretty awesome job, privatizing nuclear warfare for Jeff Bezos.
Dang, we got 2 people in the nuclear industry here. It's pretty crazy.
Jeff Bezos, he's 100% going to buy these nuclear warheads. He's going to outfit them with uranium you can buy from
Minecraft.
Amazon.
Minecraft? Oh, yes.
She just thinks Minecraft is funny because it's like a game for autistic children. But I'll tell you, it's not.
I don't think we
Well,
could say that there. I think we'll edit that out.
Yeah, we'll edit that out in post.
I'll tell the
You play
editor.
Minecraft?
Yeah.
Hey man, join my server, okay? My IGN is XX Prometheus. That's capital X, lowercase x, uppercase P, R. Instead of an O, it is a 0. So I'll repeat. Capital X, lowercase x, capital P, R, 0, M, 3. Instead of an E. So I'll start repeating. Capital X, lowercase x, capital P, R, 0, M, 3, T, H, E, U, S, X, lowercase x, capital X. So I repeat one more.
Okay, next.
So it's XX Prometheus XX. If you guys want to find me, I'm looking for a Minecraft girlfriend.
Whoa.
Or a Roblox girlfriend if you're
I
into
played-
that. If you're into that.
I played both of those when I was in like 6th grade. So if you want a 6th grader, go ahead.
Yeah, Annabelle, I played checkers when I was in 6th grade. Do you think... Oh, okay. Checkers, yeah, is maybe a little childish. I also played chess when I was in...
Checkers is only 2 colors, dummy. Of course it's childish.
Alex doesn't see the colors on the checkerboard.
I don't see color. Dude, you're killing your own pieces. I don't see color. You're on the black team. I don't see color, okay? Let's talk about chess being reflective of class warfare. Alex?
Oh, boy.
Yeah. I
Think
mean,
we
you
should
said,
cancel
you
chess?
said...
Cancel
What?
chess for depicting black on white and white on black violence. It's 2020. Make them blue and red, for goodness sake.
Why does the white team always go first?
Why does the white team always go first, huh?
We asking
Alex?
me?
Yeah, Alex?
It's like
We
you know how
see-
companies are like stepping up and like Aunt Jemima is canceled. We can't do Aunt Jemima anymore. Or I remember Alison Brie was like, I'm sorry for voicing a Vietnamese character, in reaction to all these like recent in the protests and whatnot. It's like chess comes down and says, okay, so as a condolence and in response to the 2020 George Floyd riots, black pieces move first. Starting now.
The centralized
Could you imagine?
institution of chess.
Could you imagine the chess world shook it? Yeah.
You know what? I'm curious. Why does white move first in chess? Let's research
It's
that.
because it
represents-
Figure this all.
it's no, it's because This is probably, hopefully, not a racist reason.
There's
Then what
probably
do you
a
think
racist
this?
reason.
Alec looks it
It's
up.
probably racist.
It's definitely
I hope
racist.
not. It wasn't chess a century-old game. This
Chess
was
is
You think racism
way
just
older
started?
than-
Well,
Chess
this is
like-
before I think maybe they really
Racist?
were super racist against I guess black
You
people.
know, the whole point is people have been racist forever.
Came out in like the medieval ages. How many black people did you see in the medieval ages, huh?
Well,
What,
if you
that's
were
not
in
racist,
Africa,
it's like-
a whole lot. You're
Well,
talking about if you
Okay,
were
but
in
think-
Europe.
think medieval
You're talking
ages
about-
and
you gotta
chess.
put the
You
qualifier.
think Europe? How many black people were in Europe in the Middle Ages?
I don't know that we have a census from then. Or a
Probably less
witness?
than there are now, if I were going to guess.
I'm just trying to say I don't know if
Tanner, we don't need you to white splain chess.
I'm white explaining it. Chess. Why does white move first? It can't be, right?
It's got to be racist.
Whoa. As late as the mid to late 19th century, the practice of white moving first had not yet become standard. So this is a relatively new thing.
Interesting. That's bad. Okay. So I thought
Are you good with the racism now?
I'm trying to figure out if there's a reason.
Yes, this is very important. Figure it out. Annabelle, while
Okay,
we're
so-
waiting, why don't you
so-
talk to us about white people problems?
so. I'm going to interrupt and mansplain over Annabelle. So I
Of
just read
course.
the post that Alex was reading. Are you reading like the chess.com forum?
No, I'm on Wikipedia, but
Oh.
continue.
Well, this guy below basically what you just said. Like it alternated between white and black, and then the first one was the first recorded rule requiring white to move first was in New York in 1880. The guy right below that says white goes first because white is better than black.
Oh boy.
Oh my God.
Man,
We
this
gotta
is why
cancel it.
I like don't read internet comments.
And
Like
then
if I see
the
something like
rest
that,
is
I'm done.
white is always right. Institutional racist white supremacy. And then the same guy, trash player, says white is better than black. They start with a 0.3 advantage. Lol. White wins more, which is true. Because white moves first, they actually have a statistical advantage.
I don't think it helps me that much.
What were you?
So did we figure it out?
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's taking Alex so long. He's reading through dictionaries over here.
I'm reading through chess.com forums. All right, so it might be racism. I thought there was, like
How could it not? Like, what is another possible explanation?
well, this guy said something like originally the white pieces weren't white; they were like ivory and like marble, so they just were reflective and therefore easier to see in the sun in the daytime, which
But
means-
that
I
means
can't find anything about why.
but you can find out when. You said it was
1857.
18 something.
An English master recommends that this goes through. This rule starts. The rule has been, quote, in force since 1927.
Is it the same in checkers?
red goes first.
I haven't played that since.
Or
sixth
maybe it's a
grade,
rock
so
paper
I
scissors.
don't know.
Maybe it's 2020, guys. I think when you play chess, you need to offer the person, the black team, you need to offer them the chance to go first. Talking about white apology here.
We should just cancel chess altogether.
Just cancel chess for being
Yes,
racist and supporting institutional racism.
Well, we have to. The problem is the white and black pieces don't represent everyone. We need like some darker, like a yellow piece.
I have a checkboard that's like tan and brown. So
Yeah.
They just need to be like
it's just light and dark. So you can tell.
rainbow colors and then inverse rainbow colors. And
We
that
need rainbow to represent other people.
exactly. What do you think? What do you've been silent for a while, Annabelle?
Yeah,
What do
Annabelle. Should there be more representation in chess?
you think?
I think chess is pretty dumb because I always lose. So
Okay, but do you think it
I'll stick with the
perpetuates
white and black.
system
White and black
later?
makes everything standard.
Okay, so
Standards
she's the
are good.
reason. She's the reason racism is perpetuated.
Yeah, that was. Don't say that. You have to cut that out.
That's
I
100%.
mean, I agree with her saying like
You have
standard.
to have standards in
Yeah,
games.
especially if it's like an internationally regulated game like chess.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes, but
like you gotta.
Play it professionally. Like you gotta
Does
have.
Does it perpetrate systemic racism, as Tanner said?
No.
I mean, it might.
That wasn't people's first reaction when they started rioting. It wasn't like, let's take down Aunt Jemima. It was like that happened because companies were trying to like placate. Like Sprite came out with Sprite Black or whatever, right? They're like trying to.
Really?
I think so. It's kind of weird. It's
That's
like
just weird.
it's like it's Sprite. It was in a
That's
black
just-
can. That I think is taking it too far. That's corporate like apologeticism.
No, that's them trying to make money off of the situation.
Yeah, Sprite Black can. Ooh.
Sprite
Sprite partners with influential hip hop voices to give back to the black community.
Okay, well, I guess what they're saying is the profits go to charity if you buy a black Sprite.
Sprite Lives Matter.
Sprite Lives Matter.
It's terrible.
What are the other?
I just
lemon
made that
lime-
up just now, but it just worked with it.
The lemon lime. So 7-Up's a lemon lime drink, right? That's another one.
Yeah.
What are some other ones? Mellow Yellow,
Mm.
right?
Mellow Yellow's awful.
Mountain Dew. Is that one?
Oh, yeah. Dang.
But yeah, each one has like an apology. Black Lives Matter. We stand with the black community, including our creators, collaborators, employees, and families. I feel like a lot of companies have, and they did this with, I think gay marriage as well. A lot of companies came out and shifted their image and were like, yay, we've always supported gay people. As soon as it became like popular and mainstream.
Oh
no,
they
really don't
definitely.
care.
That's the thing with like the Washington Redskins as well, or the Washington, like whatever they are now.
Careful, Alex.
Yeah, I know. I mean, they only did that because FedEx was like, nah, and FedEx only did that because most of the population was like, nah. So they were like, this is a good PR move.
And yet, I don't think change has really happened yet. There's been no reform other than like Aunt Jemima got canceled. It's kind of
now that the Washington football team is renamed, racism has been deleted.
exactly. How does it solve racism? Racism is no more. The Redskins are no more. We did it, white people. We solved racism.
Well, Tanner, as a straight white landowning man, how would you solve racism?
First of all, it's incorrect. I don't own land. I own property,
Okay.
Wait,
but not land. Like, I'm not like a landowner.
How would you solve racism?
How do I solve racism? Can't solve racism. It's a problem that you can't solve. You can only educate people, try to make it go away. It's I don't know. Just one.
Okay, that's enough. Annabelle, go ahead.
I had no idea. I don't know.
No, I agree with Tanner. You can't solve it. It's each
Educate
individual
people.
person.
education is a big part. Education is probably the biggest part of it.
Yeah.
That we can do as a society, which we live in. We do.
We do. Daniel, what do you think as a straight white male?
Yeah. Okay. Like this is chess. Remember, it's just the kidding.
Actually, what's funny is I moved to a city
Landowning.
that's like 99% white.
I forgot landowning. You have a house now.
I don't own it.
He's not landowning. Yeah.
I'm land leasing.
Land leasing. This is a straight white land leasing male.
Straight white landowner man. None of those.
How does it feel to be mislabeled, huh? Yeah.
I completely labeled you correctly.
No, you didn't. I don't own any land.
The Debates family does.
Well, I don't personally.
Where are you staying right
Did
now?
you just assume I owned land
Where are you living right
What?
now, Tanner? In a house that you own?
in a house that my parents own?
Okay.
I don't own any land yet. I'm making plans. I'm making money moves. I'm gonna buy an island. But how would you solve racism? Was a straight white land leasing man.
No, yeah, as I was saying, what's funny is I moved to a city that's like 99% white. And I don't know. It would be hard for like a city like this because the people that live here are all the same. And I've often lived here forever and don't know any differently.
They're not like racist.
No, I'm not saying that. They
Okay,
just have a very limited perspective.
Yes. I didn't think they'd be like terrible.
Like I told some people that I was from Maryland, and they were like fascinated how far away I came from. And I'm like, it's like 2 states away. They're like, wow, you came all the way from Maryland? I was like, it's a 6-hour drive. It's not even. So,
it is.
It's about 6 hours. Yeah.
How far is it of a drive from Georgia?
From your house
Yeah, from my house.
that you own?
20 hours?
No, it shouldn't be 20 hours. It would be
24.
Well,
I don't know. It might be. I think I brought this up
28.
last time. Anytime someone brings up upstate New York, I always bring up the fact that I drove it in one day, which was terrible, and it was 17 hours, and that was like Cooperstown.
I was gonna say you could probably do it in like 16 hours.
If you drove really fast.
And like didn't stop a bunch.
I'm pretty deep in there too. Like I'm farther north than Cooperstown.
We did it. We solved racism.
That's it.
We canceled chess. So we need to start a movement to cancel chess.
This says 16 hours. That's if you don't stop. It's 1,000 miles.
Would you walk it?
You could walk that.
Would you walk
George
1,000
Washington did.
Go back?
That's how he founded this country.
Way over Alex's head.
Daniel got it though, right?
I got it.
Sorry, I like wasn't super paying attention.
I asked Daniel if he'd.
Alex was too busy about our slave-owning founding fathers.
That's a big yikes. Owning slaves is straight up not okay. I'm gonna come out and say it. Slavery, not cool. Might be a controversial opinion. Slavery is no bueno.
Annabelle, what would you say to that?
I'm doing my part to stop racism. What are you guys doing, huh? I took an outward stance. I low-key, high-key hate racism. At least I'm making a difference.
I will say, at my company, again, at this plant that I work in, like historically, they're all white, right? And a company took over the plant in 2010 or 11. So for the past 10 years, and they've increased their diversity in hiring, like more women, more people of color, that sort of stuff. And like all the training test scores have gone up like tremendously.
Mm-hmm.
So just hiring different types of people has actually helped.
You have a larger talent pool to draw from, I guess.
Yeah, like they
Different
recruited me in Atlanta, and they never would have done that. So even just distance.
Yeah, true.
And then again, like they're hiring a lot more women now. If you can imagine, most of the people that work here, like 20 years ago, were old white men.
So you're saying there's light at the end of the tunnel?
Well, there's different colors at the end of the tunnel.
I didn't say there's white at the end of the tunnel. I said there's light at the end.
But then here's the thing: if it were white, it would be all the colors. So.
Yeah. So it is. So it is white at the end of the tunnel. Is that racist to say?
Don't say that.
There's only white at the end of the tunnel. It's only whites. Only whites allowed through the tunnel.
Oh, God.
Because white is all colors. All people are represented.
Tater, you're gonna get the podcast canceled.
Canceled the Experience podcast. The co-host / best person on the podcast, Tanner Debates, is actually...
You're not a co-host. You're a guest.
Person?
I'm not even a landowning male. Can't you give me something?
Anthony, I think you need to step in here.
Yeah, your man's is acting up.
Yeah, you're talking too much.
That's what I do on the podcast. It's a character, okay?
It's partly true. Like, obviously, the podcast is a heightened version. But Tanner, sometimes you go a little too much into the character.
What do you mean? Give me one example.
Let's see. Let me roll back all the racist things you've said in the last 5 minutes.
Name one. Try to cancel me. I'm uncancelable.
No, we're too
Here's
busy
the thing.
canceling chess first.
Here's the thing. I don't think I can be canceled because if I did say any racist stuff, I'm not admitting to it. I'm sticking to my guns. I didn't say anything. You'd have to go through all the episodes of the podcast. A, that would net the podcast some money, and B, who's gonna actually listen to the podcast all the way
Well,
through?
you're not on every episode.
How many hours of content is that, Daniel?
This is episode 107.
You want to average what, 50 minutes a podcast?
Yeah, probably.
So what is that? 107 times 50? That's like
I mean, it's going to be about 100 hours.
yeah.
Some
107.
episodes, like a lot of our recent episodes, have gone over an hour. But some other ones we've gone like 30 minutes. So
107 times 50? Oh my god. I did the math.
that's how many minutes.
Yes. So it's 5350 minutes divided by 60. 89.16 hours. Who's going to listen to 90 hours just to cancel Tanner Debate?
Well, you're not on all those episodes. You're
That's-
probably on 30 of those. Well, yeah.
Let's say 30%, so, times by 3. Who's going to really listen to like 27 hours of content? Realistically, no one. No one should. 27 hours of me talking is kind of...
Awesome.
It is awesome. Thank you. I
Annabelle,
like to
comment.
thank my supporters. Patriarchy. For supporting me. Daniel, when was the last time you were racist? Tell me about it.
A time.
Tell me about a time when you were racially troubled.
Trouble?
And
So I
how
was a
did
victim?
And yes, and how did you overcome it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Were you ever racism to that?
I'm sure people give me weird looks because I'm a little ambiguous.
Yeah, what
I
are
mean,
you?
he looks kind of white, but there's something off.
There's some. I don't think you look kind. I mean, you do look kind of white, but
Yeah, kind of white.
obviously
But you can't really tell what it is.
Filipino.
I do get that a lot.
Yeah, you do look Filipino.
That's what I would say, honestly. But I know the truth, obviously,
Which is?
that you were grown in a test tube in a lab under Washington D.C. He's a reptile. He's a reptile. Don't listen to him. The lizard people are eating our babies. Hillary Clinton has come, and she's the second coming of the Antichrist.
Or a new kind of racist.
That's not racist. I'm just quoting Alex Jones.
He doesn't like reptiles.
I'm just anti-reptile. I'm repsist.
But
Racist? I just hate snakes. Now,
I mean-
that's the quote.
I haven't really gotten anything like I could have gotten things related to coronavirus, right? But haven't seen anything like that.
No one called you like coronavirus guy?
That is like a thing. Like I think someone said something to my mom like a couple months ago.
I'm sure they were.
They called her coronavirus guy?
Well, they give you looks like, oh, you brought it over or whatever. Or it's
Yeah, because
People-
I personally know Daniel went to the city of. No, is Wuhan the city or is that the province?
That's the problem.
that's the province.
Yeah, city as well. I mean, it goes to show. I don't
I
know.
forget. Well, I remember you telling me you were going over there to, quote, meet up with some people.
In a lab.
Yeah,
In a lab?
and you like tiptoed out of the room, which I thought was kind of weird, like sneaky, like. So yeah, that must have happened, I guess. Interesting, but that's not very
Well,
nice.
Matt Liu, who's been on the podcast
Yeah.
before, actually did go to China in December.
Oh wow.
Wait, is he allowed back?
Not December. He definitely went for Thanksgiving.
Oh.
I don't remember I think he did go back actually.
I
He didn't go to
They were.
Wuhan, obviously.
It wasn't until like 2020 when people were like kind of freaking out about it. Like even in China, because I mean, it was like bad for us. March is when I remember it starting to be like, wait a minute. But I don't think it was until like February where China was like, oh my God.
Well, the travel ban was in like late January, right? The travel ban, January 22nd.
Was it from China?
I think it
Wow.
was like more.
Okay,
I think it's
never
in January.
I'm all wrong then.
So
Yeah, I think he did. I don't want to say the wrong thing. He definitely went like in November. It may have gone in December. And he actually is full on Chinese. So
Does he have corona?
I don't think so.
Okay, phew. Because even though I haven't interacted with him, I still feared for my safety. I felt my heart started beating just there.
You definitely interacted with him this past spring.
That we may have gone to a luncheon or something like that.
He's been in our apartment.
Really?
Yeah, because he recorded the podcast a couple
I
times.
assume he did. So I assume. Okay.
And we were in. We definitely saw him. Somewhere else. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Well, Annabelle, thank you for being on the podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna get to the men section. So
Yeah.
I have to leave.
So we're not racist on the podcast. We're just.
Yeah.
This was the woman portion.
Oh.
Now it's the men portion. Honey, the men are talking. Okay,
All right.
so that's the podcast. Please don't cancel me. Daniel, please step down.
I don't know about that last quote, Tanner.
yeah,
Honey, the men are talking.
That was something.
That is not okay. What? A guy can't say a joke in 2020 anymore? Please tell me you've got the podcast, by the way. What?
it's still going.
Oh,
I
God.
give you a chance
You
to
sound like
apologize.
Tanner, you're being a YouTube comment.
Yeah, I'm giving you a chance to apologize, but it's snowballing into a worse thing.
Oh, jeez. On behalf of all the people affected by my comments, I sincerely apologize. I'm really good at this. Apologizing.
At like a generic corporate apology.
Exactly. On behalf of all the people affected, I sincerely apologize. I didn't realize the extent of my actions and who they would affect. I'm deeply troubled, and I'm seeking to make reparations to the families and look inwardly on myself and make personal changes. Thank you. There's my like where you change your Instagram picture to just text. That was my there it is. That's my apology text.
Is that what UPS sent you to say?
What?
UPS has like a stock thing to say. Stock apology for your company.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure every company.
Okay. Also, this stuff is fictitious. This is a joke. I have to do this. I didn't think about that. I could get fired from my job. Please don't cancel me. It was just a joke. It's just a prank. It's just a prank.
Are you done, Tater?
Podcast by now. Oh my God. I'm just not doing myself any favors, am I?
You could say.
Daniel, you have to edit this out.
I want to give you a chance to apologize, but it just keeps getting worse.
You're gonna cut this out, right? Okay, so I'm deeply sorry for all three people listening. Not for my sexist comments, but for making it this far. If you really listened this far into the podcast, I feel bad for you. That's not a character. That's not me joking. I do feel bad for you.
I don't even know if I could publish this episode. I mean, I don't.
You just gotta cut it out before it gets bad.
Oh, yeah, at like the 10-minute mark.
Is this the 10-minute mark of me rambling?